Hey everyone, Jay Carter again. I wanted to do a continuation of episode 4 where we talk about a winged miniature that we are developing a character for and where the stats and equipment and other details come from. So let's head over to Carrie Greycastle, the character we've already created, and we'll talk a little bit about more about the other things we have listed on her character sheet. So we've already gone over the simple gear and the magic items. Those magic items are populated based on her level and what her character might have. The most sort of valuable things are positioned at the top and on down. As you can see, this doesn't quite fit everything. There are probably some other things in there that we haven't seen there. Okay, so spell attack is all that we were missing. It shows everything else. Then below that, we have proficiency. So proficient with sorcerer/wizard weapons, no armor or shields. Traits, advantages, and disadvantages. So in a confined area like this, where you don't have the ability to expand infinitely in all directions, I have chosen to express advantage and disadvantage in terms of a pair of brackets followed by either a plus sign or a minus sign. That's kind of just a shorthand I use to help me remember that there is a thing that they do and it's at advantage or at disadvantage without having to say, roll this with advantage all the way spelled out. So this character has healing hands, light bearer, radiant soul, and then I've also listed the sort of race that I think, or the sub race that I think that this person might be. Aasimar are traditionally sort of half angel, half human, and so the idea is, all right, well, what's the human component? If I have all the sub races of human available, which one of them might she be coming from? So that she's half Nephalia, half angel, and then of course she has advantage on deception and performance checks against to impersonate another person. And where did that come from? Deception and performance checks to impersonate another person. Well, come on down here and we'll see some of her feats might have given her that, right? So actor very well could have, you can hear the target speak for 1 or more minutes, and you can mimic the target's speech, insight versus deception to detect. So this particular person, this character has the ability to mimic other people. This might help, let's say, when she is an angel in disguise, when she's coming in, attempting to pretend to be someone else, giving angelic or divine advice, and she can then, mimic someone else without being revealed as her true self. Also, the fact that she has the ability down here in the divine soul to have otherworldly wings dismissed allows her to, say, use them when she needs them and make them vanish when she chooses to not manifest herself as an angel. Below that, we also have her resistances and immunities. She has no immunities. She has none as a sorcerer, but she is resistant to necrotic and radiant as a result of being an Aasimar. She also knows Common, Celestial, Orc, and Sylvan. Those languages are chosen, are either there by default, or they are the result of the system picking up what it thinks she would be most likely to speak, or just something at random, because that's the whole point, something randomly generated. Here you can see we've got her age, weight, height, eyes, skin, and hair. We have lustrous white, silvery white, and lustrous platinum, all sort of speaking to her angelic nature. As you can see, I've painted her here with the silver skin, and you can't see her hair because it's under her gold-threaded silk hood. But she is 56 years old, 140 max, so she's still fairly young. 6'2", 186 pounds, very tall, and probably well built. Let's see her strength. Well, 11. That's fine. And then, of course, we have these traits here. The racial traits are coming up as Healing Hands, Light Bearer, and Radiant Soul. That just explains in further detail what these here are so that you can kind of see them in more detail. And, of course, you have her Acolyte feature populating, Shelter of the Faithful. She can gain some additional benefit and support from representatives of her faith. Then, of course, it has pulled a list of spells that it thinks she could use that are thematically appropriate for her class or possibly her race, and then just other things at random that she could cast. So from the cleric list, because Divine Soul, and possibly the sorcerer list. So we'll talk about this some more some other time, but right now, guys, we'll catch you later. Bye.